This is Justin Williams, making another video for you guys. I'm here to make a video about, can black people be racist? Yes, we can be racist just like any other color on this earth. You know, we can be racist. And I heard about this story about a man in New York. He killed so many Jews in New York, and a lot of these fake pro-blacks, are making excuses for him, are giving him a pass for what he does. Just like they do, they're giving other races a free pass, like Asians in these stores where they beat up black people, following black people everywhere they go, stalking them everywhere they go, when they go to their stores, They're giving them a free pass for everything they do, but when you white, you don't get a free pass. That's hypocritical on these fake pro-blacks and these black militants, these fake pro-black militants, it's hypocritical where they're saying that we can't be racist, you know, they think that every white person has institutional power, which they don't. Poor whites don't have institutional power. When a poor white person kills a black person, you cannot say that white person has institutional power. Racism goes both ways, If you hate white people, you're racist, period, If you're a black person that hates white people, you are a racist. That's not how the story goes, that it's they saying that because they're trying to fit the far left narrative, which is fake, the far left narrative is very fake. It is, a lot of these black militants, these fake black militants are worse than the KKK is, the alt-right, whatever you want to call them. They're worse than they are. I don't support neither one because both of them just as fake and phony. The alt-right and the alt-left, both just as fake and phony. These black militants and the Ku Klux Klan, they're just as fake, the alt-right is too. If both of them get offended, I don't care if they get offended. I don't care if the alt-right and these black militants, they get offended. The Hebrew Israelite, they go for you too. I don't care if you're offended. So that's my opinion. So, a lot of these black militants are just as hypocritical, man. Just like these people on the far right is, just as hypocritical. They just hypocritical, man. Hypocritical, man. You guys have been hypocrites in this world. They don't make sense to me. They don't make no sense whatsoever. They're just as hypocritical. They giving all these people other races a free pass, but if you white, you're not gonna get a free pass. You're not gonna get a free pass very easily. I think neither one should get a free pass. What if you black, white, Hispanic, or Asian for being racist? You do not get a free pass from me for being racist. You're not. So you're not gonna get a free pass from me. So I don't care if you are a black militant, Ku Klux Klan, the Asian that work in his store, whether you're Korean, Chinese, Japanese, whatever you're Hispanic, Asian, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Mexican, Puerto Rican, Colombian, Cuban, you do not get a free pass from it. Whatever your Hispanic ethnicity, Hispanic nationality, or white nationality, or black nationality, or Asian nationality, you do not get a free pass for being racist from me. You don't. So a lot of these pro-blacks here today focus on the wrong thing. They focus on a black woman marrying a white man. I think her name is Joan Smith. She married to a white man, and these pro-blacks are focused on the wrong stuff. Every time if a black woman marries, a white man, she gets called a bad one. When a black man does it, he don't get called a bad one, and that's not fair. I think both sides should be called bad wenches. So both sides should be called. But they get mad when a black person married outside their race, which you're doing it yourself. I see a lot of these pro-blacks, whether you're a black woman or a black man, they married the opposite race, then they want to get mad when other people are doing, other black people are doing it, which is very hypocritical, very hypocritical. You pro blacks today. I'm not talking about all pro black. There's some good pro blacks out there that are doing a good job in the black community and stuff. They are dating their own race. If you pro black, you should date your own race. You should not get mad when the other person is doing it while you doing the same thing, which is very hypocritical on these pro blacks today. These red, black, and green pro blacks. I'm not talking about all pro blacks that get this red, black, and green Pan African mentality. I'm not talking about all. I'm talking about some. Some of these red, black, and green pro blacks are very hypocritical, man. They protesting against the wrong stuff. Where they should be starting their own business, um, helping other black people in the black community become good stewards. Y'all don't want to do it. Y'all don't want to start your own business. Cause you know why? Because you living in a crowd. You living in a crab in the barrel mentality. That's what y'all pro blacks are doing in these big cities. Like Memphis. Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Birmingham, Alabama. And I can name other cities that y'all doing it. Like Philadelphia, Baltimore, you name it. Y'all doing the same thing over and over. You're not cleaning your neighborhoods up. You're not doing none of that at all. That's why the gentrification is going on, because you don't clean your neighborhoods up. You don't do nothing. But just sit there and live in that filth all day doing nothing. Ain't doing nothing at all. Every time I go through Birmingham, I see filth. The city looks very weird in Birmingham, Alabama. It's very weird. It's a black city. Same thing, you go to Clarksdale, you see the same thing. In Clarksdale, Mississippi. You see it in Forest City, Arkansas, West Memphis, Tennessee. You see the same thing. The way these black people are living. Especially in North Memphis, Fraser, in South Memphis. You see the same thing over and over again. But y'all don't clean up and do nothing. Y'all want to focus on the wrong stuff on Twitter all day. It's not just these Hebrew Israelites and these fake pro-black militants, and not just them, but it's black Twitter too. Y'all want to focus on the wrong stuff. Y'all want to call out the wrong stuff. Y'all want to backlash against the wrong stuff, which y'all don't have anything better to do. Do you black people on Twitter have anything better to do? You don't. You want to call out the wrong stuff all day and not letting people voice their own opinions and stuff. You don't. Because you're chickens. That's what you are. You're chickens. You fake pro-black, you chickens. You don't stop black on black crime. You don't stop either of that at all. Because you're too lazy want to sit up on their computer and backlash against the wrong stuff. You black people on Twitter are so ridiculous. You are so ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. You're very hypocritical. You don't have anything better to do with your life. Do something positive for black people instead of just going on Twitter backlashing what somebody else is doing, and you're not doing it at all. You're not doing it for the black community at all, man. You're not. You're faking phony, man. That's why I can't stand a lot of today's pro-black today. I cannot stand them. Like I said, I'm not pro-black. I'm not pro-black at all. I'm pro-human. I can date whoever I want to date. I can think how I want to think. I don't care what these fake pro-blacks think, because they racist. They're not worth the attention. They're not worth the spotlight. They give other races a free pass to beat up on black women, killing black men, or they get free passes for us killing each other every day in the black community in these major cities like Birmingham, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans. I can go on and on. Detroit, Cleveland, Ohio, East St. Louis, East Cleveland. Look at East Cleveland. It looks terrible. Because you black people don't never do nothing, but just live in that filth all day. You don't never clean your neighborhoods or nothing. And I was watching a video with this one dude from East Cleveland. He's doing a good job, but he has no help. He can't do it by himself. Y'all want to sit in that filth all day, do nothing. You don't do nothing, but be on Twitter all day, backlashing people over and over again. Look how the black community is way suffering. They don't make sense for us as black people, man. They don't make no sense whatsoever. Being hypocrites all day. Starting gender wars all day. Starting black gender wars all day. Black women, you wanna black men on here talking about black women this, black women that. And you black women the same thing. You talking about black men this, black men that. What about we do something positive for our black youth? How about we start businesses? I don't care what it is. We need to start a business on here. And your channels never grow. Well, so you black channels never grow. That's why we never grow as black people at all. Because we want to sit here and complain on Twitter every day, on Twitter, about this and that. Y'all people make me sick, man. A lot of these fake pro-blacks make me sick. Some of you Hebrew Israelites make me sick. You teach Bible verses on the street every day, but you hate white people. You hate white people, man. You starting hatred every day, just like the Ku Klux Klan is doing. You worse than they are. You follow what I'm saying? Like I said, there's good people and bad people in every race. It's good and bad in every race, man. You know, everybody has different circumstances than you do. Stop saying that all white people are rich. It's poor white people too. It's poor Asians. It's poor blacks. It's poor Hispanics. It's poor people. It's poor people in every race that don't have institutional power. You follow what I'm saying? Stop thinking that every white person has institutional power. They don't. Yeah, the rich, yes, but the poor, they don't. Stop thinking that, cause it's poor, it's homeless white people, it's homeless black people, it's homeless Asian people, it's homeless Hispanic people. Stop thinking that everybody just has institutional power. Stop that, because God created everybody to be different than everybody else. He created everybody to be different. And they're thinking that Donald Trump is a racist, which he's not a racist. He's the president of the United States. If he's a racist, then why'd you let him in there? That's hypocritical. Donald Trump is not a racist. He just signed the crime bill. He just signed he just reformed the criminal justice. He started the criminal justice reform. He started that, which is a good thing, because I love what Donald Trump is doing right now. He's starting the criminal justice reform. He's doing that, which is great, because we need our prison system reformed for us as black people or any other race. You know, I'm glad he's doing that. You know, I'm glad he's doing that, because he's doing a good job for us as black people and people as a whole. And what. I think that a lot of these pro-blacks need to just chill out, find something better to do instead of just, calling people coons, calling other black people coons, Uncle Toms, bad wenches, but they doing the same thing themselves. I think that we need to stop using those words, because those words were a fault during slavery, where black people had to be put in their place 24/7 when we didn't do the work right, or we had to get killed during those times. And black people are still using it to this day, and we got to stop using that. These pro-blacks are using it to this day. They got to stop using that. These fake pro-blacks are the real coons. They the real Uncle Toms. That's what they are. But that's all I got to say in this video. But this is Justin Williams. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and add me on Facebook. On my peace.